Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe it and also press the bell icon so that you get the latest notifications about the traps and videos which I am uploading. Today we are going to see one very interesting trap in the Colle Opening. Actually this is a game which played between Philat Leonid versus Mayor Steven, and this ended into a very interesting attack from white side. So I made it as a trap, but this is a very interesting game, and the game actually ends within 20 moves, so we can regard it as a very interesting trap which black fell into in this game. The game starts with d4 and d5, knight f3, knight f6, e3 is the start of the Colle Opening. And here I may remind you, suppose you know that opponent is a very good player of Colle or the London system, you can go ahead with the king c9 type setup with g6. It will be preventing most of the attacks which white tries with the move bishop d3. This one is regarded as the anti-Colle or anti-London system variations. In this variation, if black plays e6, then the game continues normally. Bishop d3, c5, pawn b3, and this is a improvement in the previous video which we saw where white had played c3. The improvement in this is the bishop which on c1, which was blocked for some time in this opening, in the Colle Opening, is now able to get an active role by going to bishop b2, where it will be participating in the center control as well as attack along the a1 and h8 diagonal. This is a very strong position for the bishop. Now black replies with bishop e7, white goes for bishop b2, nb d7, nb d2, black plays b6 with the idea of developing his bishop on b7, white goes for castling, black plays bishop e7, white plays queen e2 with the intention of expanding in the king side in the center with e4 e5 and with some ideas of king side attack. Now white is having some expansion ideas. Black must be cautious here from now onwards. Black did castling here, and this natural looking move, although looks like it is very simple, is going ahead for a very interesting attack from white if black is careless. Now in this variation, white went for knight e5. This is a very good knight post for white. If black replies with knight into e5, then white plays d into e5, and white has a very good pawn which is undermining black's center. So this will be okay for white. His bishop is also very active. In this variation, after knight e5, black played queen c7, trying to increase the attack on this e5 knight. White played for a3. Black replied with a6, just the waiting move for one or two moves. Then white played f4, and here it is the start of the attack, and here the rook will also join in the attack after a few moves with the rook f3 and g3 or h3. Black must play here the move g6, which for sometimes will hold the attack which white is doing. This is like a preventive move here. In this game, black went for b5 with the idea of queenside expansion, and here white comes up with a very interesting attack. He starts opening the lines one by one. White played knight into d7. This is a very interesting move actually. Here it seems that the knight was at a very good knight post and white is actually exchanging. It seems bad, but this is a really interesting move because white is now opening up the line of the bishop on b2 with the intention of aiming towards the king side. Here, if black goes for say queen into d7, then white will play pawn into c5, and after bishop into c5, he may simply play bishop into f6, g into f6, and here white has a very interesting attack. You can pause the video and try to see what is the attack which white is having. Okay, white goes with a bishop sacrifice and destroying the king side, bishop into h7. and if black accepts king into h7, then he's going to lose the game. Queen h5, king g8, queen g4, king h7 or h8, whatever he plays. After rook f3, this game is going to be won by white with the rook h3 checkmate idea. So this is we are going to see the same variation in few moves, but this would have happened if black would have played with queen into d7. But on knight into d7, black replied with knight into d7, and now white opens the line of the bishop. He played b into c5. Black went for knight into c5 with the intention of exchanging this active bishop with knight into d3, which was aiming towards the king side. But now with this move, white is already winning. Here the two powerful bishops and the queen and the rook combination will win the game here, because they are all aiming towards the king side. White went for bishop to h7, brilliant sacrifice. If black doesn't accept the sacrifice and goes for king h8, then white wins by checkmate in 4 moves. Can you calculate? You can pause the video and try to find out how white wins this game. Yes, the best move is queen h5, aiming towards this opening of line, discovered attack, and giving a checkmate on h7. If black replies rook f e8, bishop g6 check, king g8, queen h7, king f8, and bishop into g7 or queen into g7 is leading to a checkmate. The checkmate is there in various ways. Even queen h8 is a checkmate over here. On bishop into h7, if black accepts the bishop, then white went for queen h5, king g8, and now another move which destroys the black's castling. Bishop into g7, brilliant move, immediately breaking all the protection on the black's king side. King into g7, queen g4, and now black is already lost. If he plays king g5, then king f6, then queen g5 is a checkmate. And if here he goes for king h7, then the rook lift, rook f3 ends the game, because in next few moves it is going to be either checkmate or black may have to give up the queen by queen d8. So this is a winning position. Here black resigned. So this was the trap, or you can say an interesting game in the Colle opening. I hope you liked the video. If you have liked it, please press the thumbs up button and do subscribe to my channel to get the latest update in the videos. And thank you for watching. Good day. Bye bye.